Hello, welcome to episode 5 of One Credit Classics. Big shout out to everybody, and remember partners, winners don't use drugs. The Taito logo, it can only mean it's something niche, and it is indeed Champion Wrestling, a game that was almost the champion of chip shops and bus station cafes and video rental stores. Every place that wasn't an arcade seemed to have one of these machines when I went there in the late 80s, early 90s. It was always a big favourite of mine. Obviously massively into wrestling and capitalising on that kind of boom of wrestling, especially in the UK with the availability of the WWF as it was then on the kind of newly formed Sky TV at that point. 1989 August this came out, written by a guy called Takeshi Murata, who started in 87 with Taito, did a game called Full Throttle, finished up in 91 with Galactic Storm, which is very good if you haven't played it. He did this and he also did Chase HQ, so games that kind of always featured on the fringe, really, in certain respects. But I mean, that was Taito in a nutshell, outside of Japan and outside of Bubble Bobble. These are the kind of titles the kind of gems, really, that I enjoy playing, and I really wanted this series to be about. I'll be doing a lot of more kind of popular. Obviously, I've done like Golden Axe and a lot of more popular ones, but I do love doing the niche ones because it's just so much fun. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a 1 credit clear on Champion Wrestler, so we'll be taking on the singles mode. I'll be trying to beat 8 different wrestlers, and then I think there is another match after that, so we will see. But let's get started, shall we? And obviously remember that winners don't use drugs. Hammered into everybody from my generation who played in the arcades at that point. So, big selection of characters there. Rastan, you'll notice from the other Rastan games, a lot of other guys made to look like other guys, modelled on other fighters. You got Jimmy Snuka, Tigerjeet Singh, Ricky Steamboat. But I am going to go for the Andre the Giant wannabe, the Matterhorn Decker. I've got Rastan in the opener. And I'm going for Matterhorn Decker simply because he has just a series of the most basic and bludgeoning power moves that you will ever see. Vince McMahon's clearly does Rastan like a Danish Brachus. Some kind of ridiculous muscle man. Yeah, he didn't really get him tombstone. Yeah, get him gone. Matterhorn's worked the circuit for 30 years. He ain't about to see some bodybuilding upstart come in. Yeah, and get some of that. You can see his life's going down. I have to keep hammering the buttons because obviously the more I hammer them, honestly, not only the more damage my grapples do, but the more chance I've got of completing them. And that's that. Drops him with a big right hand. Back to the brawl for all Brachus. You're done. You're absolutely done. Jobbed him. Then he maxed Devo. Now I'll go get some food. That is an incredibly well-fitted suit. Not so much Rastan. Stick to killing dragons, eh? Black Machine up next. Who's obviously supposed to be like Tiger Mask. Black Machine, I think, has got a manager. No, he hasn't. It's Cobra Bloody Joe and the Samurai have got managers. So once again, as you'd expect with a big character, a series of basic power moves. Right hand. Oh, bear hug. Oh, this is terrible. Who's boot this guy? Nice bear. Well, giant, that's not too bad, I suppose. You can beautifully abuse the giant swing later on. Literally, like, if you get somebody down to relatively low enough energy. Get him spamming the front kicks. And it's, come on. You ain't slamming the Decker unless you get a big Lex Express build up first. And it's not on some kind of American warboat. Yeah, get up in the rack, son. Oh, it's good out. Nice, just about. 1, 2, and that will be 3. Get back to Japan, son. You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready for the Matterhorn Decker. As if he slammed me. Unbelievable. I'll be having a word with creative. Could be a Bubble Bobble t-shirt. That's legit, actually. I'd wear one of them tomorrow. Oh, I feel harsh now. It's the side of wrestling you don't see. It's the bit when you watch wrestling documentaries towards the end when they've fallen out of favour. I don't know why that colour thing does that. It did on the arcade versions as well. So Matterhorn Decker versus Rocky Garner. Clearly supposed to be Stan Hansen. And it's really good actually. You fight different guys for the title depending on just in picture random order. That's almost why I'm glad I've got wrestling out of the way early, because later on he's an absolute nightmare. He's got a move that pins you straight from grapple. It's a power bomb where he shoulder, and it's just an absolute nightmare. But yeah, if you fight Stan Hansen's belt later on, what you find is that he turns up in his full like cowboy Japanese Stan Hansen cowboy regalia, like chaps and a bullwhip and a big extension. That's quite cool. He's done here. They should get him low. When you get their energy in the red, you can always pin him, provided. Oh, if you can get the pin, provided you can get your power up to the top. So red's basically a guaranteed pin. And like, it's kind of bar and yellow is pretty much. So provided you can get yourself there in around there. The thing with Mataro and Decker is, as you can probably see, even his basic moves are dead powerful. He looks very short there though. Maybe he's got very long legs. Ugh. This is tough to watch. Well, to be fair to Stan Hansen, I bet Vader looked like that in Japan a few times after they had a rubble or two. He's the only character on this game who can breathe fire. Cobra Bloody Joe. With his manager at the bottom there, the Doctor of Style, Rick, or whatever his name is. Cobra Bloody Joe on Tiger Jeet Singh, I do believe. So my sources tell me. Nice. See through his cane in. Another thing, I mean, you can pick that up if you want to, but if you don't, I think the ref clears it out eventually. Yeah, there you go. Let's get in. Oh, nice. I don't get slammed a lot for a big guy. I'd be writing that in my contract that like nobody's allowed to slam me. Got to stop with this. Alright. Sit down. Oh! Dead. Oh no. There you go. Great. Oh, I was in the ropes. He's now suplex me out of the rest. It's been a big spot in it for. Yeah, I'm getting. Sit down. He turned into a way harder encounter than a. That's it. He's done now. 1, 2, 3. I'm not happy with it as a 500-pound man being belly to back suplex out the ring. That could have gone all kinds. I bet that was an improv. At least he's alright. You see him there with his jewelry and his Bubble Bobble t-shirt. Yeah, unlucky. Serves you right, really. That was never agreed. Here he is, Naitoro, he's thinking there. I've shown so many translations, different like versions, Japanese, American, English. Naitoro, Nitro, Nitro Tanks, Nitro Punks, Nitro Banks. I don't know. I really don't know. He looks a bit like Animal from Legion of Doom with the stupid hair. He's good though. Quite hard actually. He's a tough ass because he's got a lot of good moves. Got a few good suplexes. But I tell you what, he doesn't want to play the big boot game with me. You're gonna come in on that. You're gonna come up on the short end of the money. Nice. Giant swing. The big boot giant swing game. And again. I can't help but I don't know why glitching these characters makes me laugh so much. And again, that's you done. 3 giant swings. Terrible. They got a concussion or something. Oh. Nice. Went for a creative spot. No. Bigger out there and covered. Really challenging the stereotype that everybody's got about big wrestlers and limited movesets and short matches and disproportionate body types. Skip leg day there, hasn't he? Oh, selling hot dogs in O'Hare Airport. It's like a proto-rugged Ronnie Garvin. Cage match against Jimmy Carbon. Acrobat Jimmy Carbon. Clearly supposed to be Jimmy Snooker. Or Jimmy Billiards, if you want to make a terrible joke. Probably these cage matches as well, you don't see anything. Alright, play the big boot game with old Jimmy Carbon. And just slide him on the floor. You can try your karate kicks all you want, son. Oh, he hit me. You ain't outfoxing the Matterhorn. Sit down. Giant swing. Into the cage, maybe. Oh, terrible. Oh, is it belly to back? As if he did a German on me. That was pretty legit. Right, I better put this cat away. He's pretty dangerous. I got him. Kind of half-assed flying body press. I love how, like, whoever I'm wrestling against does a series of quite dangerous, quite good technical moves. I'm like, oh, no. Right hand, giant swing, stick to the program. Oh, Jimmy. Some of those shots are really sinister. There's one where somebody's handing somebody a gun. Here he is, Samurai. Nice. Triple H designed these walk-ins. I've got a very fetching kind of half dressing gown varsity jacket. Samurai the champ here with his manager. Ironically, that's exactly what the late Mr. Fuji had looked like a couple of years down the line when he came back to manage Yokozuna. I mean, I don't know who's the good guy or the bad guy here. You'd assume he's the bad. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You assume it's him because he's got a manager. A manager who looks quite aggressive. Here he is. Found his jump kicks. No. Sit down. The problem with the later bouts is that it becomes increasingly more and more difficult to win grapples. You have to get out of the way of them when they do the run attacks as well. I learned that the hard way. There you go. Oh, I got him up. Could be it here if you lose any more energy. Good flying kick, is he? Yeah, but I just shoulder blocked through it. Of course I did. Not selling anything. Right, if I can get to where he lands, I should be able to get a pin in. And that is it. Squash. Brutal squash. It's like Diesel and Bob Backlund. I love how the ref hasn't noticed there's a giant natter in the ring. Like, who's the champ, son? Matterhorn's the champ, that's who. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You can only imagine what state the loser's going to be in. But still, to the victor goes the spoils. There you go, that one. That's so wise. You got to take a job as some kind of like assassin or something. So you're not a true champion, or so they say, until you defend your title. So here is the Samurai once again. Obviously got his rematch.
Ready, wrestle.
For all the marbles. Once again, I'm going to stick to what brought me to the dance, and that is basic power offense. Series of right hands and shoulder blocks. Nice back kick hit with there. The problem is it's so much bigger than giant swing. Nice. Oh, yeah, he says. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen. You've got to stop. The thing with, say, you've got to just avoid trying to tie up with it. It all depends on how early you can get him in the grapples, you see. I could have him here. Let's have a crack at it. 1, 2, 3. Defended the title. You see, I mean, the Matterhorn Decker, ladies and gentlemen, getting presented the title by Eric Bischoff with a suit that's too big. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that one credit. That's his creamy Tetsu. That's his that's as much as you are getting. I used to play this game all the time. Like when I used to walk home from school, there was I used to have to get a bus to the bus station and then walk from the bus station to school. And then on the way home, obviously, I walked to the bus station and then got the bus from the bus station home. But it was never that far from the bus station to home. So a lot of times, what I do, just pop my name in here. Once again, shout out to my parents for giving me how much have I made there? 10 million. He's probably blown it by now. Yeah, shout out to my parents for giving me a name that abbreviates to 3 letters. But yeah, so a lot of times what I'd do is my mum would give me the bus fare in the mornings, and I'd get the bus to school, and then I'd walk from the bus station to to school, go to school, do school, and then I'd come home and I'd walk to the bus station. I'd spend all the money that I had, the bus fare home, on that. Then I would get on the bus because it was double decker, and I would pay for the first stop, sneak on, and then sit right at the back and hide under the seats when my stop came, and then get up and stops afterwards. And Champion Wrestler was one of the main reasons that I did it, because I just used to love it loads. Like I say, I seem to remember they had it in for ages, and then they changed it for it might have been a Turtles machine, I think. It wasn't a full 4-player Turtles machine. It was the same cabinet. They just changed the box line. But they changed it for a Turtles machine, and I remember being quite gutted about it because I was a big fan of it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to play. All the characters bring kind of something different, and as much as I kind of just really did hoss my way through that, if you play with some of the other characters, there's a lot of really good technical moves. 7-3-5-29, unbelievable. He's got like a standing choke as well. I think Decker has as well, which you can pull off. But yeah, like I say, thanks to everybody who's been involved once again with everything with the channel. On the Facebook page, I think I'm up to like nearly 100 likes, which is fantastic. Subscribers is at 40, which is good. 100 seems a long way away in terms of actual subscribers to the channel. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe knocking it down. Not that I only want 50, then I'm going to stop, but maybe doing a competition when I get to 50, I think. With the first 50 people who've subscribed, I'll just pick one at random and then I'll send you something out, whatever it'll be. I'll figure something out. I'm going to get some stuff made, and yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm on holiday in the next couple of days, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a couple of episodes out, preload them up to YouTube, and then just release them like that, really. So this has been Champion Wrestler, this has been One Credit Classics, and this has been a lot of fun, albeit full of very basic power moves. So thank you very much for your time, and keep playing the old video games, and keep commenting. What I really like on the Facebook page at the moment and on the YouTube channel is just the amount of comments and messages and stuff that I get. So keep that up, because like I legitimately get dead excited when I kind of think that people are into this, and people are kind of taking notice, and do you know what I mean? These games mean as much to you as they mean to me. So big shout outs to everybody, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.